Good evening. I hope y'all have had a good day today. We're out in the garden tonight trying to stake up some tomatoes. We're trying a new technique this year. This is called the Florida weave. Sounds kind of weird, don't it? Like a crazy haircut, but actually you just put T-posts about every 8 to 10 feet apart in your garden, and then you take nylon twine. This is just baler twine from the hay baler, and you tie it off at the bottom, tie it in a knot, and take along a straight line to your other post. And then when you get that in, you kind of want to go along and raise up the branches of your tomatoes against it, and then you tie your second line, and then you bring your line on the outside of the tomato, and it puts the tomato in between the two. And then on the next one, you come on the back side from the last one, and then you weave it in and out every other one. Then you go back on the outside, and then come back on the inside, and then tie off on your post again. So this one's going to come on the back side this time, and then on the outside of that one. And see, it gets those tomatoes in between all of the string, and it keeps them standing straight up, and it'll help keep the tomatoes up off the ground, and it'll keep them from drooping like this one right over there is doing. See how it's already fallen over? It's so big and heavy. And as the tomatoes get taller, you can always add more string as they go up the post. We've got how many you got? 4? Yeah, 4. We've got 4 rows back there, which is enough to reach or to get up high enough on them so they're not drooping any in the top at all. So we may try to do this with all of our tomatoes. We do have several of these cages that we built last year. Some of them we got a little small with the wire we got. It just wasn't the right kind of wire. So I don't know if we're going to put any in cages or if we're going to try to do this with all of them. From what I've read, this is really successful. I don't know. And I have baby peppers on. We've got several tomatoes on already. We're already getting a few cucumbers out of the raised bed. I think we've had 8 so far, but they're just hanging full. Beans are all coming up good. All of them. We still need to get plastic down over this strip out here that the weeds are coming up in. We need to get that covered. I see more beans coming up over here. Those little tiny ones. And I believe some flower seeds are coming up up to the other end up there. Up there. All of the latest corn is coming up. We've got some more out here where the tobacco sticks are. That's not come up yet. But these 4 rows here are Honey Select sweet corn. And then the 2 big rows are Honey Select sweet corn. It's a hybrid corn, but it's pretty much our favorite. It's a yellow sweet corn, and it's a really good sweet corn. And then we've got the onions are all looking really good. Cabbage, it's finally starting to grow. The potatoes, they're moving pretty slow. But I did see 1 or 2 up there blooming, so that's a plus. And we've got hay down. We're hoping to get that baled up tomorrow night. Going to get it square baled, I think. We were going to try to do it today, and we run out of daytime. So hopefully the weather will hold out and we can get that all put up tomorrow. Cows are over here on some fresh pasture. They're happy. They're over there eating. I want to give you a shot of this sunset tonight in the clouds. It's just gorgeous. The color in the clouds. It's really pretty out tonight. It's cool here today. But it's been a really pretty day. The birds are still singing. It's been a really nice day. Okay, I decided to come let you see these cucumbers. Look at that. Is that not about the cutest thing you ever saw? Look at them in here. There's just a ton of them. I can't remember what variety this was called. I'm pretty sure these come from Baker Creek. They get really long. They're kind of like the big English cucumbers that you buy in the grocery store. They're slender like that. And we pick them pretty small. We like them fairly small. And Steve, there's one caught up in that tie. Can you break that tie open? It'll come loose and get it out. It's looks like it's choking it. So I usually keep count of how many cucumbers we get off of this out here. So far we've gotten, I thought 8, but I think actually 9, because I think I ate one of the first ones. And we had 3 a couple of days ago, and I picked 5 today. Okay, here he is. He's loose now. Look at him. He'll probably be ready in another day or 2. He'll be ready to eat. We pick them about 8-10 inches long, or I have so far. You can let these cucumbers get really big. They can get just as big or close to it as the ones in the store, and I don't think they'll have seeds in them. They're a really mild cucumber, and they're really good. And the deal has gone to seed on me. I did take some in to dry. Herbs are looking really good. Really good. We got some peppers down there. And let me show you these beans. Here's another cucumber plant behind me. This one was, I don't know, he's had a hard time starting off. He got pretty puny there for a while. We thought he was going to die, but now he's come back. But he's not putting off like this other one. Here's the sweet potato plants. They're growing really quick. And here's the peppers. We got some volunteer tomatoes coming up in here. We need to get some more of that pine mulch down. These beans have grown like crazy. We put a 3rd row out in the center, and we're going to take strings and string down from the top and let them trail up the strings. But these are something new. They're called greasy beans. I think a lot of older people had these. I think they come from the mountains. And they're not a variety that you see everywhere. So we're excited to try these and see how they turn out. I ordered these seeds off of a guy that has a YouTube channel called Flutie Lick Homestead. You have to check him out. We really like to watch him. He's from Kentucky. Louisa. He's from Louisa, Kentucky, or in that area. He's got a really interesting channel. So I can't wait to see what these beans do. There's a whole pile of volunteer tomatoes. I'm not sure what kind they're going to be. I think we just had Rutgers in here last year, didn't we? Yeah. So we'll see what we get. Last stop tonight is here with these raised beds. This is rainbow chard. I think we've talked about this before. It's coming up pretty good. More volunteer tomatoes here. There's one out in there. I'm pretty sure these are blue cream that we had last year in here, and I didn't like them. They were a cherry tomato, and I just didn't care for them. They didn't have any flavor. They're probably my least favorite tomato that I've ever grown. So I'm going to see what they look like when they get blooms on them and see. And if they are, I'm probably going to pull them up. Look at these. These are my little flower pot tomatoes, Tiny Tim. There's two varieties. There's a yellow one and an orange one. And they're all just hanging plumb full of, look at this little, look at this compared to my hand. Look how tiny that is. And it's, look at it, it's just plumb full. I've never seen so many tomatoes on a little tiny plant. And this here is our weed bed. We sowed beets in here, and we have no beets. Right there. That's the only beet I see. Right there. So we're going to have to try something else in here. I'm not sure what we're going to put in yet. We stuck some extra cabbage plants up here just to see how cabbage would do in a raised bed. And we got a few sunflowers coming up in there. There's a couple of sunflowers up on this end. I got some clearance stout plants at Walmart one day. A couple of grapevines. And that's a grape. Ow! That's a raspberry. Another raspberry. And a couple of lilac bushes. We've got to get those out as soon as we can. But that's pretty much it for now with the garden update. So we're going to head on in and wrap things up for the day. Gonna give everything a little drink here tonight. It's pretty peaceful. Peaceful and quiet back here. So you guys take care and come back and see us again. I hope you have a good night. God bless.